Welcome to the 2018 Spring Report. "2018 starts off as the strangest year with more highs and lows than I've ever experienced in any one year before. This year's gray whale season for me was kind of a bust. I saw fewer than any previous years. According to the counts, they were out there, but for the most part it was either May gray and not worth recording, or they were too far out, or just not going by when I was in the park. We did have one day where a mom was nursing her calf right in front of the cabins, and as they were leaving, the baby was spy hopping about every 30 feet. He ended up entertaining the people for almost 2 hours up and down the beach. But the blue whale season started off immediately with sightings on the very first Wednesday in May. On May 30th, I caught a mom and her calf hanging out quite close to shore. They were slowly making their way north. From the cliff top, they were visible for about 2.5 hours, so lots of people saw their first blue whales from shore that day.
Oh, that's a tail. Look at that. Oh la la.
Spring brought in lots of baby animals.
There we go. See the baby dolphins out there?
Yeah, they're really close, huh?
And one hummingbird in particular nested in a spot very easy for all to see. On June 6th, I shot this first thing in the morning. I figured this one was leaving soon. Sure enough, by the end of the day, it had left the nest.
Empty nest.
Now, for the Raven Report. Wow, talk about highs and lows. Those that saw A Year with the Ravens and the extended ending know that I lost Maud, my favorite bird, last year. First time I've lost an adult bird in the 18 years I've been watching the birds. Harold, her partner for about 18 years, seems to have found a new partner, but the nest Harold and Maud used for 10 years is now occupied by owls. Owls. Those acquainted with historical lore know that owls and dragons, are a sign of desolation. So first off, a pair of great horned owls and their brood are in Harold and Maud's nest. Now, of course, everybody else in the park was very excited about this, except me.
There.
Next, the Moros, who had 5 young last year, only had 2 this year. And although I don't spend a lot of time with Gus and Lisa, I only saw one of their young. I don't even know for sure how many they have this year.
Hello.
It wasn't until well into June that I finally saw the couple at the far southeast end of the park seems to have somewhere around 7. But here again, I don't spend time with this family, I only observe them.
Hi guys.
In addition to these extremely low counts, I've seen nothing from Harold and his new girlfriend. More disrupting, it seems I've lost my second adult bird, for it's been some time since I've seen Mr. Morrow. And the latest of that is, as I was down on June 6th, a new suitor seems to be courting Mrs. Morrow. And this is new also, for it seems this guy is already trying to drive out the 2 Morrow kids, which are not his. Add to that, Mrs. Morrow seems to be okay with it, for she just sits and watches while this guy dives and chases the kids all over the cliffs. On a good note, because of this, I'm seeing some pretty fun flying. Now, this situation I haven't seen or heard of before, so you can bet I'm going to keep an eye on this and see how it develops.
Who is that, huh? Who is that? I don't know that guy. Mom, why are you just sitting here watching, huh?
So in short, where I would normally have somewhere between 12 and 24 young ravens I'd actually get to spend time with, I only have 2.
Hi there.
Owls have moved in.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
I lost another adult raven. A new boyfriend is hanging out.
Wow. Nice spin.
And Harold and his girlfriend failed to raise a family this year. And the only success story is way on the south side of the park. But it's not all bad, because my relationship with the 2 is like over the top. They're about as friendly and brazen as 2 young ravens can be. It's early in the season, but I've already had some really fun talks.
It's so nice of you to stay and talk with me. Yeah.
And they are very willing to play and carry on, all within inches of me.
Hey, nice move.
Look how high that crow is. He's just gonna come and dive bomb him.
Wow. Do they ever get it?
No, they don't hit them, but they're just obnoxious.